The Oklahoma City Thunder probably has more first-round picks in a 7-year span than any other team in NBA history. Ever since OKC decided to trade Paul George to the Clippers, their mindset has been get as many first-round picks as possible. They recently just traded for Kemba Walker and also received the Celtics' 16th pick in this year's draft. At some point, this team will have to package a lot of these picks for actual players. There's no way you can add around 3 first-round picks every year. There's only 15 active roster spots in the NBA. Eventually, OKC will have to do something significant with some of these draft picks. Drafting for position should not be the team's mindset. Just draft the best talent available. With the 6th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Scotty Barnes from Florida State University. Barnes is a do-it-all type of forward. He has tremendous size and length, standing 6'8", 230 pounds, with around a 7'3" wingspan. He has great confidence with the ball in his hands, and he was a great playmaker at Florida State, as he did a good job reading the defense and making good passes to the open man. And he loves to attack the basket. With his size and athleticism, he can finish through contact with ease. His defensive potential is a huge selling point as a prospect. He has the physical tools to match up against offensive players at multiple positions and shows good instincts forcing turnovers. He doesn't mind doing the dirty work on defense, but his weakness is his outside shooting. In his freshman season, he struggled from beyond the arc and at the free throw line. Scotty Barnes reminds a lot of NBA scouts of Draymond Green. With the 16th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Zarya Williams from Stanford University. You can talk yourself into drafting this guy, but you can also talk yourself out of it. Zarya has all the talent in the world to be a high-level scorer in the NBA, and at times you saw that potential. But for the most part, he was a big disappointment in his freshman year. He came into the year as a surefire top 10 pick who had all-star potential, but his inefficiency and his disappearance in a lot of games dropped his value as a prospect. With a team like OKC, who has multiple first-round picks, they are a perfect team to take a chance on a prospect like Williams. It's probably going to be a while before OKC truly competes for a playoff spot again, and right now they're just looking for talent. Doesn't matter if you're a project or not, they're trying to stockpile the most talent they can with all the first-round picks they got coming in the future. With the 18th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Umar Garuba from Spain. His overall stats really don't tell you how much he has improved this year. Garuba stands at around 6'8", 6'9", but has a 7'3" wingspan that will more than allow him to defend the big man positions. His energy, versatility, foot speed, and athleticism has made him a great defensive player and could be one of the NBA's most versatile defenders in the future. Garuba has incredible hands and a relentless motor. He could possibly guard 4 positions. On offense, most of his buckets come at the rim, but he has improved as a three-point shooter this past season as he shot 30% from beyond the arc. He would be the ultimate weapon for any team if he can knock down the outside jumper on a consistent basis. With the 35th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Josh Christopher from Arizona State University. He has a strong frame, standing 6'5" and 215 pounds, has a good handle, and is a very creative scorer. He does most of his work inside the three-point line. His efficiency from beyond the arc was not very good. Other than his potential at scoring, Christopher really didn't show any other skills that you can feel good about. He didn't always give good effort on defense. He constantly made bad decisions, and he was not really a willing passer. There are also questions about how much impact he can have on winning. If you can get Christopher in a structured offense with good coaching, you could get the best out of his talent. With the 36th pick in the draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Charles Bassey from Western Kentucky University. Saying that OKC is thin at the center position will be an understatement. After trading away Al Horford and Moses Brown, they literally don't have a center under contract on the roster for next season. Bassey is an athletic big man with good size and length and has the mobility you look for in a big man in today's NBA. He was one of the top rebounders and shot blockers in college basketball this past season. Bassey brings a lot of effort and intensity on both ends. He gets a lot of easy buckets off lobs and rim running, and he's also an excellent screener, which helps the offense run so much better. Bassey showed improvement as an outside shooter, but there still needs to be more improvement to feel good about his potential as an outside shooter. He did shoot 76% from the free throw line. He will most likely come into the league as a good defensive player, and he'll get most of his buckets as a lob threat and off the pick and roll. Anything else he can bring later on will be a bonus. With the 55th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Gilgeous-Alexander from Lithuania. With so many picks in this draft for OKC, it will make sense for them to have a couple of international guys that could be draft and stash prospects. Yokobitis is definitely a candidate to be draft and stash. He has good size for a point guard standing around 6'4", but he's more of a scoring guard than a facilitator. Even though he's a scorer, he can run an offense. Yokobitis is extremely crafty and is fundamentally sound for the most part. He has been great as a pick and roll ball handler. He uses his handles and change of direction to keep the defense off balance. At this point, he's not ready for the NBA as a defender. The lack of athleticism hurts him on that end. He shows enough effort where you can see him eventually being an average defender, but that's not something NBA scouts expect as of right now. I truly expect Yokobitis to stay overseas for at least a year or two.